Valley Tournament Expert Division opening round, hole number 10. This is a Thorn setting up for a Thorn bounce up shot layup. I will be looking into sending it down towards the green with some paid balls later on, probably tomorrow. But if we find something, I'll add it to the guide for the weekend. For now, this one's good. So we're playing this. We're going to start with a quarterback 9 plus and then switch to APOC 4 plus, and then we're going to need Thorn 8 plus for the approach shot. So with our quarterback and our P3 ball, we can use either a Kingmaker or a King Slayer here. P3 side spin, 3 plus wind, 3 or 4. Playing this with 4 top spin and 3 right spin. At P3 max rest, we're going to have the white ring touching on the right with the QB. And then switch to the APOC bag, APOC Thorn bag. Adjust P3 plus 15% max. Pull it straight. Play this just before circle drop OP. And we're looking for right around 345 on the drive. For the approach shot, we're counting rings from min. We're going to play it P3, 0 elevation at slider, 1% per ring from min. And what we're going to do is find min first, then count rings up until our yellow ring is completely on the green. I recommend you leave it, a little bit on the green, leave a little gap. You don't want to catch a high wind, headwind angle and accidentally clip that fairway or that fringe green line. It will throw off your shot. So, half the red ring onto the green or in the fringe is kind of my reference for that. So I'm doing that with no spin. We're going to push up, count rings from in, and then I'm going to have the ball guide going over the hole, right, with no spin. And then I'm going to add backspin as needed until the tip of the ball guide is just through the back of the cup. You want it to be through the back of the cup by about a cup or so, at least. With that being said, if you have to put a whole bunch of backspin on it, make sure that if you don't have the ball guide trailing out after the third bounce, then make sure that your third bounce is right around the center of the cup. If you have to add additional backspin, you need to make sure that you're far enough up that you're not going to end up coming up short because you have extra backspin on the shot. Typically, you'll see the ball guide will tail out. You'll see a little tail on it, and just make sure that that is through the cup by about a cup. If you don't see the little tail, make sure your third bounce is at least to the center of the cup. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward shot. You want to pull it straight. Make sure you do not pull through the yellow ring here. Generally speaking, we've been 6 to 10 rings from min. That's going to depend on wind strength and wind angle on the drive. And the amount of backspin is going to vary depending on how far your drive goes, right? And how far into the club you are. But just through the back center of the cup, pull straight, hit perfect, and hopefully you're walking away from hole 10 with the eagle. P3 15 max on the drive, P3 0 at slider on the approach. Practice it at least once, get comfortable and familiar with it, and we'll catch you on the next one.